Good evening and welcome to the finale session of the Growth Mindset Challenge, 7-day challenge that we have attended last 7 days, right? So, very simple question. Who wants to do tremendously good in his love and health life? Raise your hand.
Everybody wants to do.
Okay, right. Very nice. Second, whosoever wants to do wonderfully well in your wealth and career. Raise your hand. And whosoever wants to do the best in all the 4 areas, love, career, health, and wealth, raise both the hands. Very nice. But you will agree with me कि अगर ये सब कुछ करना इतना आसान होता तो हम यहाँ होते ही नहीं. Correct? But the problem is, with the 98% of people sitting here, they fall into the category of, so what I'm going to describe it now. So there are certain thoughts which keep coming into our mind. Everybody's mind. It is you, it can be me, it can be Nakul, it can be Dipali, Karishma, everybody. We keep thinking something. No thought in that sense is wrong. No thought is in that sense is right. So earlier also we said that we are going to divide the mindset into 2 categories. One is the limiting mindset, another is the growth mindset. Right? Limiting mindset, you cannot say it is bad, but it will not let you take a risk, and unless until you take a risk, you will not be able to grow. Okay? So that is the specialty of a limiting mindset. 98% of the people keep sitting in their comfortable zone, comfort zone, and keep hugging the limiting mindset because it doesn't allow them to take risks. Whereas the 3 or 4% of the people who are sitting there across the growth mindset, they are, they love taking risks. And since they are taking risks, at times there is a failure. Doesn't matter. Because we said we must fail faster because there are certain lessons to be learned. And we had our challenge also, the blunders, right? So the earlier we fail, greater we fail, greater is going to be our achievement and the growth, right? So 2 kinds of mindset, limiting mindset and growth mindset. Now, let us see. So today in this session, I am going to give you 3 powerful secrets how to achieve the growth mindset. 3 powerful secrets, and I had requested please keep a few sheets of paper and pen, right? They are going to come very handy to you, right? So yes. I'm going to ask a question to you people. Karishma.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the date today?
Sunday.
Date क्या है? Sunday तो दिन हो गया.
Sir, date है 2nd November.
2nd November 2025.
Yes, sir.
What is going to be the date after 2 years?
After 2 years?
Yeah.
I guess 2nd November. I cannot calculate.
2nd November 2027. Obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
कुछ नहीं है ना? Okay. Karishma, imagine that when I meet you in Granada Market on 2nd November 2027, I find you very happy and excited. And I ask you why. And you will to my question. See, there were 2 goals that I had set in November 2025, and those goals have been met. And that is why I am so very happy and so excited. So what are those 2 goals that you think that you should be able to complete and achieve by November 2027? 1 personal goal and 1 professional goal.
I would like to travel, some states I have ticked, I have never seen. Maybe that goal in personal, because that's not professional. In professional area, I would like to, maybe I would like to increase my income by like at least 10% more by 2027.
Okay. Now, one thing that I always tell the people is, if you have to go somewhere, you got to be very, very clear about your destination,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So you said you want to do a travel which you have already done in year 2027. By that time you have already done. So where do you want to travel? With whom do you want to travel? For how many days you want to travel? All these details need to be given.
Yes, sir.
So what are those details? Where do you want to go? How do you want to go? For how many days you want to go?
So that's an itinerary. I'll have to prepare it. I'll have to think about it.
So unless and until you think about it, but you told me you are already so very excited because this particular goal has already been achieved by you. So where did you travel?
Okay, so we have to imagine it.
Yeah, imagine. Okay, where do you want to go?
Kerala,
Kerala. Okay, how many days?
5 to 7 days.
5 to 7 days. Okay, why do you want to go to Kerala?
I have seen some, landscapes. I mean, scenic beauties, nature. So wise. So I like those kind of areas. So I wanted to see
Oh,
those water covered areas. I really like. So that's why.
okay. So if I tell you, Karishma, don't go to Kerala, go to Leh. Leh is a beautiful place.
Hmm.
What happens?
So Leh is like more of a mountainous area, no? So
Yeah.
I am more of a beach person, beach and water
Okay.
and scenic beauties, waterfall.
Okay. So you will
So
not
I
like to go
will
to Leh.
no, because I've seen Srinagar and it's similar, I think. They mostly snow-clad mountains and trekking. So I think I have seen a similar place like that.
Okay, so you have not seen Leh. Actually, Leh and Srinagar are slightly different. Okay, right.
Hmm.
Coming to your professional this thing, you want an increase of 10% income wise.
I think that's how we grow. A little, if we expect more, then we don't even achieve that much. So I have kept a bit low. So, we can at least achieve that much. Finance is like the finance. I mean, the in freelance, it's dicey. You cannot completely predict.
So you will be happy even if you get a 5%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
1% also.
No, not 1%, at least 5%.
5%. Why 5%?
That would be a growth. 1% is like not that much of a difference.
Okay. Suman, you got kids?
Sorry, say again, sir.
You got kids?
Yes, I have two kids.
क्या कर रहे हैं?
My son is in third year of his engineering, and my daughter is in ninth.
Okay. So your daughter is in 9th, and you would like to put her in best of the schools and best of the colleges.
Sorry, say again. I didn't get you clearly.
So I asked you would like your daughter to go to the best of the schools and best of the colleges, right?
Yes.
Why?
See, going to best of the school or best of the colleges, you get a different mindset, because if you are limited to a school or a college which is very regular or something, so you don't get that exposure. And now it is more of what you get exposed, and then how do you react to those situations, and then how do you evolve over a period of time as a person. So for that reason, and then if you are going to a good school or a good college, then obviously you interact with better people, and then your interact also grows, uh, your expressions, or how do you think over a period of time, all those things gradually evolve. So
Right.
going to a good institute is a prerequisite if you want to be a good person, good human being, and obviously then you
Okay.
grow in career if you go
Committed to
go
that,
to a good college.
you are committed to that cause. You are committed to that cause of your daughter, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. And if she wants to go to, say, Australia or abroad for higher studies, you don't mind taking a loan also.
Yes.
Yes.
So not for the undergraduate course, but probably for postgraduate
You
course.
are committed for that, yeah. So your why is very, very clear.
Yeah. Basically, what she wants to do, she can do. But yes, what you said, going outside abroad for a course or something, we are okay with it. But probably it has to be a postgraduate course, not the undergraduate course.
But you are committed to the cause, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So your why is very, very clear, right?
Mm.
So can you tell me your goal, one personal goal and one professional goal?
See, my personal goal is to be able to spend more time with my family, to speak
Okay.
more often. Like today, I had a call with my son. We spoke only for 2 minutes. He said, "I said, what are you doing?" He said, "I had my food. I'm going without my friends. That's
Okay.
all."
Okay.
And when he normally speaks with his mother, so it is quite a big conversation.
Okay.
So I would like to improve on that more. As time, I like to spend more uh, with my family, my kids. That is on my personal front.
Okay.
And with respect to my professional goal, probably I like to move away from quality and move more into operations and that kind of thing. So moving into that role helps me in two ways. One is professional growth in terms of the responsibilities I am handling, a bigger area. And the second is obviously with the bigger role and bigger responsibility comes
Why you
the
have
remuneration part also. So
why
that also increases.
so far, why you have not moved so far from quality to this another area?
See, after some time, see, you get that opportunity to move from one area to another in one particular organization. If you are moving from one organization to another, so you will probably stick with your old role. So nobody will like to take a
Right.
try to take a risk on you have not done before and try to take you in that position. So it has to be in the same organization. Then once you gain some experience and all, then you can try in the other organization.
Look at the two scenarios. You are wholly and 100% committed to the education of your daughter. Even to the extent if she wants to go abroad, she can go.
Hmm.
Your why is very, very clear, right?
Yeah.
Correct? But in second case, your why is not very, very clear. It is not very powerful. You say you will not like to take chance right now. Correct?
No, see, what I said was that to move to at my age and all, so to move to this thing, it has to be in the same organization. If I go to a different organization, probably it's the chances of it is less. So I have to be practical in that sense.
Your energies in the why in the second case is same as the energy in case of your daughter. You will do it. Right? There won't be any ifs and buts.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so we come to the secret number one. Why of your goal, right? So here you can write down why. Secret number one. Why of your goal. If you are very, very clear about the why of your goal, there are chances you are going to get the goal. But the moment you are shaky about the why, Why should I go there? I could have probably gone there also. I could have, even if they don't give me 10% rise, even if they give me 5% rise, I'm happy about it. So your why is not very, very powerful. The more powerful you have your why, the reason to do it, there are chances that you'll do it. My reason, my why of doing a marathon at this age was very, very clear. I saw a role model of my age, or maybe slightly lesser age, about 65 years or so. He is doing triathlon, 70.3. He has done it. I said, if he can do it, why not me? That is number one. Number two, I wanted to keep myself fit, and that is the easiest way I found. So my why was very, very clear. I was suffering with diabetes, and I didn't want to have insulin, which doctor had suggested. My why was very, very clear. And I did it. So secret number one, your why for your goal has to be very, very clear. Right? So please make a sheet like this. On the top, you write down growth mindset challenge, finale workshop. On left side, you write limiting mindset, and on the right side, you will write the growth mindset. Right? Okay? That is one sheet that you are preparing. Take another sheet. Here. This is how it looks like. So, on the x-axis, you have one line which you say intensity, the duration. And on the vertical side, you have intensity. Okay? Right. Now, let us see where from our why is coming. There is a source from where our whys are coming, reasons are coming. Right? So, I remember my old days when I was a small kid. What my parents had told me. Can you guess? Nakul, can you guess?
About studying hard and getting into a good organization, getting married,
Absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
My parents also told me the same thing, that you should study hard, get a beautiful job. After that, you will get a beautiful girl, have 2, 3 kids, and you are settled. Right? Now, coming to the final point of it, when do you feel happiness in life? Say you are in a Naukri. Nakul, when do you feel happy?
The salary check coming to the account, I guess that is the happiest moment.
And after that, what happens?
5 days,
3
all
days.
will go.
So
Yeah.
your happiness actually is lasting for 3 days. Right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
on this sheet, this is going to be very, very interesting. Okay? And this is going to lead you how to decide your why. Okay? So what you are going to do here is,
Sir, sorry to interrupt you. What is in the baseline? Standing line is intensity.
baseline is the duration.
Duration. Okay.
See, we want to be happy and successful, correct? So baseline x-axis is going to be the duration, and the vertical line is going to be intensity of happiness. And you draw through these small lines here, which I have drawn in red, and you write down it is the survival. Write down survival here. Survival. The moment the paycheck comes to your salary in your salary account, your intensity of happiness increases to some level, say about 10, 20, 20% or something. But the moment एक EMI इधर चला गया, एक EMI इधर चला गया, ट्यूशन फीस चली गई, ये चला गया, गाड़ी का मेंटेनेंस चला गया 20,000, 30,000. So that intensity also comes down and duration also comes down. It means we are actually going through a stage of survival. We are just surviving. Right? Okay. Let us see another stage. So what you are going to do is draw another dotted line above that. here. Okay? And you see, just above the survival, you draw another dotted line, horizontal and vertical. Right? Dipali, when was the last time you purchased a new dress?
So it's been long time.
Okay.
I think generally people buy on their own birthdays, but I bought on my father-in-law's birthday 6 months back.
Okay. And जब आपने उसे पहना था, तो you must have felt very happy.
Yes.
Okay. कितने दिन के लिए?
उस रात के लिए मतलब we had a birthday celebration of my father-in-law, so I bought it for that purpose.
Okay. And then?
So I was flaunting a lot in that.
Okay. उसके बाद क्या हुआ? कितने दिन तक?
हैंगर में है अभी तो.
Hanger में है. And what is the amount of happiness, intensity of happiness that you have right now for that dress?
Whenever I wear that, I always feel good. But yes, it's very less I get time to wear it because it's heavy dress.
It's like this. When I joined Jetaways sometime long time back, I think around 2008 or something, they sent me to Singapore.
Okay.
And I was quite thrilled. So actually वहाँ पे वो course था 4 दिन का, and I hosted for 4 days on my own expenses, right? Just to explore what is Singapore. After 6 months again they sent me to Singapore. This time I said, ठीक है यार, पहले भी आ चुके हैं, तो अभी भी क्या, ठीक है, it is normal. Third time they sent me, अरे किस लिए भेज रहे हो यार, किसी और को भेज दो ना.
This way you are right. The happiness wearing it for the first time was different than the I wore it the second time. That's true.
So
that I agree. Yes.
This level here we call it level of pleasure. Level of pleasure. The intensity of happiness is going to be slightly higher than survival. The duration of happiness is also going to be slightly longer than the survival, but it is not lasting. It is not lasting, right? Then comes another level. Anybody who's, okay, so this level we call as, draw another line much above these here. Can you see? Yeah. The third level of it is we call as passion. You know what is passion? Any idea? What is passion? Karishma?
So I call passion something that we are in tune with, and we want to do something. It's like something that relates to us, and we want to do it because of our alignment and our we wanting to achieve that thing.
Okay. So you are doing some job, correct?
Yes, sir. I do freelance work like proctoring and training projects, and I make courses online. Sometimes I do blogging, and I've written some books also, which are there on Amazon Kindle.
Okay. And is it aligned your, I mean, it is a job that you are you have passion about?
So everything that I mentioned here, it's somehow connected to what I like to do. I like to write, so that's why I do blogging. I like to communicate and go to new places, so that's why training projects help me do that. So that is also a way for me to grow.
Okay, right. So don't you feel that whenever you are doing for about which you are, you have a lot of passion. There is no Saturday, there is no Sunday, there is no weekend, there is no weekdays, correct?
Yes, sir.
You like to do it any day you like.
Yeah.
And अगर कोई आपको पैसा थोड़ा कम भी दे देगा तब भी चलेगा. But since you love this job doing it, you do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have happiness which is much more than the survival and pleasure.
Yeah.
And the duration is also small.
Mostly it's fleeting, but then life is about these moments, no? Happy moments.
Okay, right. So I'll give you my example. I'll give you my example. Okay, when I was there as a senior professor in Defense Institute of Advanced Technology, Pune, I'm talking about 2007, 2004 to 2007. And my job was teaching and mentoring the officers, engineers from all the three services, Indian Army, Navy, and Air Force, and the scientists from DRDO. I used to take their session till MTech and PhD, at times PhD also, for many areas. And I started getting feedback that my things were expressing my knowledge, my things about other people is absolutely a hit. The way I convey it to them, उनके पल्ले में पड़ जाता है. कई बार ऐसा होता है कि टीचर पढ़ाते हैं लेकिन बच्चों के पल्ले में कुछ नहीं पड़ता है. They might be very very good, but मुझे ऐसा फीडबैक मिला कि जो आप पढ़ाते हैं, जो आप बोलते हैं, वो इनके समझ में आ जाता है. Because I have a knack of driving these contents to your work field, and they understand it, they relate it, and from there, and I also started liking that thing. So अभी तक तो मैंने उस काम को छोड़ा नहीं है, अभी भी मेंटरिंग, कोचिंग एंड ट्रेनिंग में चल रही है, बिकॉज दिस इज अ पैशन, दिस इज बिकम अ पैशन फॉर मी. अगर कोई मुझे पैसे कम भी देता है, मैं कर देता हूँ, राइट. एंड मेरे लिए ना कोई संडे है, ना कोई सैटरडे है, ना कोई फ्राइडे है, ना थर्सडे, कोई वीकेंड नहीं, कोई वीकडेज नहीं, सब सेम है. दैट इज अ पैशन, राइट. इससे ऊपर एक और लेवल है. ओके. And which we call as purpose here. Here. What is purpose? Suman? What is purpose?
The purpose is basically overall this purpose. Maybe say a purpose is I want to do something for the society, and I'm just giving an example. So say if my purpose is to do something good for the society, so probably I'll be spending more time. Say the purpose is to help the elderly, so I'll be spending time with the old age home, maybe getting some fundraisers done, or maybe contributing for my side. So that is the overall means ki if maybe if I can correlate it with Maslow's hierarchy law.
Yeah.
So it is the topmost of the pyramid in which you are working toward the society, towards your inner self.
तो ये जनरली ये जो पर्पस वाली फीलिंग आती है ना, ये करीब 35-40 साल के बाद में शुरू होती है. पर्पस इज कि आपको सडनली लगने लगता है कि इसके लिए ही मेरी जिंदगी है. आई गॉट माई पर्पस ऑफ माई लाइफ एंड आई विल डू इट. एंड if you get your purpose and if you are working for your purpose in life, you are going to have the highest kind of happiness here. The highest is the intensity and longer is the duration. Okay? But you see one thing. Whatever, now you go through your goals which you have given. And I want you to do introspection, each one of you. Where are your goals lying? Is it here, survival and pleasure, or they are in this region? You do your self-analysis. I told you the power of why. The power of why in these cases is going to be very, very slow. Very low. Very low. तो मेरे गए, काम किया लाला जी का, मेरे साथ भी ऐसे था, लाला जी काम किया, काम को किया. The moment you shift your goals here, the willpower is going to be very, very high. Right? And you see the gap here. You see the gap, and we call it void. Okay, we call it void. Void is a gap. There is a lot of energy difference between this type of goal and these types of goals. That is why I told you 95 to 98% people are going to get stuck here and not move here. If you have to go up, if you have to grow in your life, you got to have your goal somewhere here. That is where the energy lies. And you remember मैंने पेरेंट्स का आपके साथ डिस्कस किया था. पेरेंट्स ने क्या बोला कि आप अच्छा पढ़ो, अच्छा नौकरी करो, अच्छी वाइफ लो और 2-3 बच्चे करो और खुश. That is, so what is this that we are doing? We are basically concentrating on survival and pleasure. Not their fault. Not their fault. Because you cannot be forceful with somebody. You cannot tell Nakul, live for a purpose. No, or live for a passion. Because the passion and purpose are two things which we have to generate after some time, over a period of time. So that is why our parents said, you do only survival and pleasure, and rest of the things you explore. So you will find. तो पेरेंट्स ने क्या कहा था, अगर आप अच्छा पढ़ोगे तो अच्छी लाइफ बनेगी. This is all fear driven. These two levels of happiness and success are fear driven. Please write down here. Fear driven. Okay, here. Fear driven. Right? And once you have crossed certain stage, you have discussed about passion, purpose. You write down here. They are going to be growth driven. Right? Yeah. So passion and purpose are going to be growth driven. Okay. So, like Karishma said, that I want to get a 10% hike. Right? So we are still in the level of fear, 10%. Rewrite the same sentence in another way. I am going to help 10 people to achieve 10% hike in their wages. Understood? See the difference. She has jumped from this area, growth area. Understood? So take out this sheet here. Secret number 1. What is the secret number 1? It says limiting mindset is always driven by fear. And on the right side, so left side says limiting mindset is always driven by fear. Right side says it is driven by growth. Secret number 1. Very, very important. Right? Understood?
Yes.
Okay. So, in your life, what is going to be the food for survival? Nakul, what is going to be the food for survival?
Normal dal roti, sir.
Dal roti. Very nice. And food for pleasure?
Something around paneer, butter masala, something.
Okay. And food for passion. I'm taking a very, very general example so that we understand. Where is the difference? Food for passion.
Kind of a buffet or any special meals,
Not that. Diwali? Food for passion, as per you.
Something that I want to have and I'm not getting it at the moment. Some buffet.
No. No.
No.
You are taking food to serve a particular purpose, particular passion of yours. For example, I'm a marathon runner. Okay, I have to have limited amount of carbs at some time, but I want to have protein intake every day because otherwise I lose my muscles. So I have a high intake of protein in my diet. That is a food for passion because I'm fueling my passion of running, of cycling. Okay, and what is the food for purpose? What is the food for purpose? Suman? Food for purpose?
It will be above passion. Means ki you are for passion, like you gave your example, proteins you are taking just to ensure that your muscle doesn't go down.
Okay.
So food for passion maybe, I don't know, maybe different.
Okay. Karishma, food for passion. Food for purpose, sorry, my fault.
So food for purpose would be like, for example, I want to be light, so I'm gonna eat food according to that purpose to feel light, I will not take too much of oil and too much of fried stuff. I'll eat purposefully and consciously. So that would be food for purpose.
Okay. Remember, whenever we talk of purpose, you people have a tendency to confuse between passion and purpose. The moment you are thinking of impacting the society, it is a purpose. It is a purpose. So what is purpose wala food? Dipali, you want to try?
So giving more to the people instead of having, keeping it less. Healthy food definitely, and the hunger that I'm having of giving back to people.
So we have one of our coaches, I'll give you an example, okay? And she has this project called Project Idli, where she got so many volunteers across India, majority of cities, where they give free idlis to the needy every Sunday. Every Sunday. I don't have the exact figure how many heads they have been able to serve, but it has definitely crossed 10,000 people over a period of time in all the cities. That is a purpose-driven action. Correct? So, now in this life, you have to think whatever goals you have selected, whether they lie in the passion or purpose or in the area of survival, you will automatically get your answer. Where your why has to be stronger. That is the first. Okay. Now, coming to the secret number 2. Focus of my growth. Write down. Secret number 2, focus of my growth. Okay. Right. I'll take an example. Karishma?
Yes, sir.
खाना बनाती है?
हाँ सर, मुझे अच्छा लगता है.
क्या बनाते हैं बताओ?
सर मेरा गोल है अच्छा कुक बनना, तो मैं सब कोशिश करती हूँ बनाने की, जैसे कि पराठा हो गया, खिचड़ी हो गया. हाँ सर.
एक डिश बताओ.
सर मैं अच्छा पास्ता बनाती हूँ. आई मेक वेरी गुड पास्ता.
ओके. तो आपके फैमिली में कितने हेड्स हैं?
सर मेरे फैमिली में अभी 3 लोग हैं, मैं, मम्मा एंड डैडी.
ठीक है. अब अगर आपको एक दिन के लिए 3 लोगों के लिए पास्ता बनाना है, आपको कितने आदमी चाहिए और कितना टाइम चाहिए?
कितने आदमी चाहिए, कितना टाइम चाहिए?
हाँ.
सर आदमी तो एक ही जना बना लेगा.
एक बहुत है. ओके.
हाँ.
एंड टाइम कितना चाहिए आपको?
So pasta gets ready really quick. So 15-30 minutes.
30 minutes. I'll take 30 minutes. हाँ?
Okay.
Okay. And आप सोसाइटी में रहती हैं, कहाँ रहते हैं?
So it's a area, society नहीं है, मतलब it's a locality.
ओके. और आपके क्या टावर है, हाई राइज टावर है, क्या है, इंडिपेंडेंट हाउसेज है, किस तरह का?
Independent housing है.
इंडिपेंडेंट हाउसेज है. ओके. तो आपके ब्लॉक में कितने इंडिपेंडेंट हाउस हैं?
So I don't live in a वो ऐसा नहीं है यहाँ पे अलग अलग घर हैं.
अच्छा,
So
ठीक है.
it's not a flat type. I don't live in a building.
ठीक है, ठीक है.
यहाँ
तो
पे सब अलग अलग घर हैं.
मैं आपको सिचुएशन देता हूँ कि अभी आपने अपने 3 मेंबर्स के लिए बनाया. नाउ नेक्स्ट संडे यू आर प्लानिंग टू फीड 100 heads of pasta on pasta.
Okay.
Now, how many heads do you require for preparation, and how much time would you take?
So I'll maybe tell my mother to help me out. Yeah. So 2 people.
You want? How many people you want?
I think we can do 2 people are enough.
2 people, and how much time do you need?
I think the time will remain the same if we can do it.
For 100 people, you got to boil pasta. That itself will take more than half an hour, 1 hour.
So maybe yeah.
Then you have to make the sauce. Then you have to then you have to chop the vegetable. थोड़ा बहुत मुझे भी आता है. तो 40 मिनट में वाला स्वाद नहीं होगा.
सर थोड़ा सा ज्यादा, मतलब आप ले लो 3 घंटा.
3 घंटा. ओ 40 मिनट में 3 घंटे में देख लो अभी क्या हो रहा है. Right. Okay. Another situation is that you are going to feed now 10,000 people with pasta. How much manpower, effort you require, and what is the time requirement now?
I would be needing 10 people maybe.
Okay, 10 people. Only 10 people or 10,000 guests?
So I'll recruit some expert chefs or the professional people.
नहीं, मुझे आप नंबर ऑफ हेड बताओ कितने रिक्रूट करोगे. 10 से काम नहीं चलने वाला. 10,000 में आप 1,000 हेड के पीछे एक आदमी दे रहे हो केवल. वहाँ सर्विंग के लिए भी तो चाहिए, प्लेट लगाने के लिए भी तो चाहिए, क्लियरिंग के लिए भी तो चाहिए.
सर 100 लोग फिर रख लो 100 लोग.
अभी देखिए आप 10 से 100 पे आ गए हैं. टाइम कितना चाहिए?
Sir, I have no clue about this business, catering business. Yeah.
तो आपको जाना है. मैंने आपको क्या बताया? You have to take this kind of jump. Correct? Yeah. All your while you cannot keep serving only 3 people for next of your life. Otherwise, आपको 1% increment भी नहीं मिलने वाला.
Yeah.
Correct? That's how you got to take it. So, and आपको कितना घंटे चाहिए बनाने के लिए 10,000 लोगों के लिए?
Hello.
हाँ जी, बोलिए.
Sir, आपने क्या? I didn't hear you. Can you repeat what you said?
So now you are going to prepare pasta for 10,000 people, and you require 100 people, and how much time?
Sir, time would be. I think we can start the preparation early morning and then maybe by afternoon.
Okay, 10 hours.
Take it, yeah, 10 hours.
Okay, 10 hours. Now, I'm going to give you a very, very elaborate task. You have been given a project of feeding 1 lakh people with pasta. All is going to go into it. Now tell me your planning.
I have to plan it.
हाँ, obviously, yes. कितने आदमी चाहिए, कितना टाइम चाहिए, क्या क्या रिक्वायरमेंट होगी. 1 लाख लोग हो गए ना. हाँ, अब बताओ.
सर अभी तो मैं ऐसा कर सकते हैं कि हमें केटरिंग एक प्रोफेशनल होटल ऑर्गेनाइज इंस्टीट्यूशन को कर सकते हैं कॉल, एंड देन वी कैन गिव देम द ऑर्डर एंड देन वी कैन इजीली गेट इट डन.
तो हो सकता है कि एक ही होटल आपको 1 लाख लोगों का नहीं दे पाएगा 1 घंटे में, शायद आपको 2-3 घंटे
उनको
में।
कमीशन देके।
करेक्ट। तो ये एग्जांपल मैंने क्यों लिया, अभी देखिए आप, where is your focus? When your focus is at feeding 3 people, what do you require? Only 1 person and 30 minutes. The moment you jump to feeding 1 lakh people, now you see what kind of paraphernalia and machinery and equipment and everything is required. And see the exchange of energy is going in feeding 3 people and feeding 1 lakh people. The problem with most of us are we don't like to think big. We are limiting our areas of action only to 4 people or 10 people or 100 people. The moment you start shifting your focus, I showed you this, the moment you are thinking of 4, 5, 10 people, you are here. If you have to take a leap, you have to go somewhere here. Your decision has to be bigger, your goal has to be bigger. अगर आप 10% इंक्रीमेंट मांगेंगे, आपको 5% मिलेगा. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So go for a bigger goal, because this is where, so wherever your focus is, your energies are going to flow in that direction and only that much. Right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
your second secret, take the sheet. Take the sheet here.
Sir, can you show the sheet once again, sir? Rangnath here. The earlier sheet, the focus, not that, sir, the graph what you showed.
Okay, I'll show you.
Because I joined lately.
I'll show you. Yeah, okay. So second secret is a limiting mindset is going to force you to think only on self.
Yeah.
Focus on self plus family. Focus on self and family. Right? The moment you jump across the void and be in a growth mindset, your focus will be on self plus family plus a section
Society.
of society. Section of society. That is a growth mindset. Keep seeing the difference. I'll show you this slide again and I'll share it in the group also. Yeah. The moment you start shifting your focus from me to we, where from you are going? You are traveling from mere survival and pleasure towards passion and purpose, which has higher values, higher energies in why.
With risk to be carried.
Okay? Yeah.
Sir, risk also to be carried.
Yeah, risk also to be carried. Absolutely, absolutely. Because as I said, in limiting mindset, it will not allow you to take risk also. If I remain in limiting mindset, I will not be able to run 10 kilometers also. Oh, I am only 60. I am 65. I cannot do it because my neighbor is not doing. He is 55. How can I do it in 65? Sorry. Then I don't run. Then I don't cycle. Then I don't run marathon. बहुत दूर की बात है. Right? So, with these things in mind, you have to say that you are actually shifting from me to we. You have to shift from me to we. The growth comes only when we shift from me to we. And with this in mind, I designed this program which I call as growth mindset program. Because I wanted to shift my focus, not only me. Why? I should be able to tell certain things to my clients, people who want to grow, because I have experienced it, who want a healthy life, because I have been able to reverse my diabetes. Okay? So it is not the question of running marathon or cycling or no. It is a question of exploiting your potential which you have, which you can go. That itself we are not doing it right now. 98%. Okay. So I'll just show you a few slides here. What we do here in growth mindset program is this. This is basically an effort on my side to help people going from me to we. Okay? Right. So, this is the structure that I have, right? So, we are going to have one session per week. So, I'm just telling you the structure that we have made it. One coaching session, weekly session per week, and there is going to be one mentor call and weekly assignment. That is the structure. And what are your takeaways? Your commitment, sorry. Okay, your takeaways are personal and professional goals, right? So what are the personal goals? Personal goals are your relationships and health. And what are the professional goals? Is your career and wealth. Okay, and we are going to take action towards achieving them. We say 2 times growth in your personal and professional life in 2 years. We empower you that much. Okay, and 2 times recognition in next 2 years. For example, I'll give you my example. At the beginning of 2024 or mid of 24, I had a followership of 500 professionals in my LinkedIn profile. Today, I have a followership closing to 10,000. That is the level of recognition that I have been able to achieve. Right? So that's how do we do it? How we take this jump from me to we, that's what we are going to discuss. Right? Personal areas, health and relationship, right? And professional areas, wealth and career. You know, most of the times I was also, thinking at times when I was working in a job, okay, I'm better qualified than my peers. I'm hardworking, but how come I'm not being promoted? And this happens in 95% of the cases. Okay? So because this I have experienced and I have taken a toll of this, इसको solve कैसे करना? इसको sort out कैसे करना? Because this is the problem with 95% of the people. That we think that we are actually powerful than our peers, but still we don't get promoted. Why? What is the reason behind? Right? Okay. So overall, achieving more happy and satisfying life. Actually, what do you want in life? You just want only millions and millions of dollars piled up in your bank? Will that is that sufficient enough to give you happiness? No. What we are actually looking for a happy and balanced and satisfying life. Okay, and that's what our plan is, to empower to do that. Okay, and along with that, you discover your alignment with the core values. Now, what are the core values? You might have noticed that you are taking certain decisions. It is a pattern of decisions that you take, but you're not able to justify why you are taking these kind of decisions. Why? These decisions are coming from actually your core values. Okay. And when you come to know your core values, you know why these decisions are coming in this way. And depending on your core values, you can actually align your project, you can align your goals to your core values to give it more power. Okay? That is how. Right. Enhance self-value, we'll have accountability partner, we'll have community support, and we have already tried and winning framework. We have already tried this framework. This is nothing new that we are going to do. Right? Okay, so your commitment is going to be 3 hours of session per week and 2 hours of action every week. So total about 4 to 5 hours. This might vary from week to week, but this is how I can see. Okay? Right. And sorry, the date is slightly wrong here. The batch is starting next week, next Saturday. Right? Okay. And we'll have bonus sessions where we have certain coaches who come and keep visiting us. They have different niche areas, different working areas, different specialties of the life altogether. And so we are going to get benefited by their session. And they are going to be free of cost for the client, for the party. Right? Okay. Now financials, there will be slight change here. So I am offering a 3 months of duration, 3 months of duration commitment at the cost of 50,000 plus GST. This is slightly wrong. I'm sorry. There is some mess up somewhere. Okay. So this is going to be 50,000 for 3 months of program. And thereafter you can continue. That cost is going to be 20,000 per month plus GST. So I'm saying again, 3 months of your initial commitment, that has to be there, because we have to go through certain steps that is mandatory, right? Okay. And thereafter, if you decide, because thereafter we will start working on your personal goals after 3 months, because by that time we would have reached that stage that we will be able to start following and process in our individual goals. Okay? Right. So my motto in life has been work for your passion and live for a purpose. Right? Because I have been doing it, and I have spent about 5-6 years in deciphering how to do it. And I don't want you people to wait for 5 to 6 years in discovering the same, which I have already discovered. Okay, so that is it. You can give me a call whenever you feel like, maybe next day and another 1 or 2 days. And I'll also start following you up during the induction calls. Basically, in the induction calls, I would like to know what has been your journey, just to understand that. What has been your journey? What are your goals, which you can foresee next 2 years, and how my growth mindset program can help you achieve those goals and targets, and go towards the growth rather than get contained, get limited in a comfortable and limiting mindset zone. But your only commitment is going to be the time, the financials, and you should be able to take action which can be slightly uncomfortable for you. Right? Yes, Dipali.
So as per my understanding, it is 50,000 you said for 3 months,
50,000.
wherein we will be meeting 1 hour per week,
1
and
hour.
you will have a personal calling with us for once in a week for the follow-up, what you do in that 1 hour during the session, right?
Okay. So it is not 1 hour per week. The session can continue between 2 to 3 hours per
Okay.
session.
Okay.
Okay. And 1 personal calling for the client
Okay.
and some assignments that you got to do.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
And
Thank
in
you.
case, so this personal calling, mentor call is going to be there in case you find certain difficulties in doing your assignment or in understanding any subject or session that we have done. If you want more clarity on that, so that personal calling is going to be on that. Yeah. Okay. So coming to secret number 3. What is the cost of the growth? Secret number 3. Karishma?
So it's all about growth. If you will not be growth oriented, I mean, you'll either fall in depression or you'll lose halfway in life. So it's all about growth. Either
Absolutely.
you are self-motivated or you need a coach.
So if you are asking for a 10 or 15 or 20% of increment, there is certain cost that you got to pay. What is that cost?
More time, more effort.
Okay, I'll write down. More time, more effort. Okay,
And
yeah.
more self-motive. I mean, you got to be motivated that much to reach there.
Okay. So it means if you are into freelancing with corporate, you got to approach more number of corporates.
Yeah, kind of. I'm a little laid back as well, so I can work on that too.
So that is the cost that you are paying for it, for your growth.
Yeah.
What I mean to say is for every growth you have, it is a cost attached to it.
Yes.
Understood? Now suppose you say you are laid back, and after 5 years, if you are regretting, कि यार अगर मैं ऐसे कर देती, instead of approaching only 5 organizations, I would have approached 10 organizations. I would have got probably 20% more of revenue, right?
Yeah.
So what is the cost of regret and what is the cost of growth? Can you compare?
It's the same. But then I have seen my growth. It's like nice. I think I take breaks in between. That works for me because I get burnout really easily if I don't take breaks. So I know myself, and I have achieved quite a lot in the time period that I set, and then
So let me come to one basic principle, and all it is applicable across the board. The moment I feel satisfied, I'm kind of limiting myself. If I have put in front of me a very, very comfortable goal, 10% maybe, it is, very easy for me. Do I call it a growth? Then you are actually not growing. Correct?
Yeah, so I got to make myself a bit uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. I'll tell you a goal. In April 2026, my company and me are going to have an international convention on aerospace and aviation safety and quality. We have already booked the space. We have already given 2 lakhs at advance. That is the cost. What is the cost? We are going to have some stalls, say 50 stalls. For 50 stalls, I am going to approach 5,000 or 1,000 people. Out of 1,000, 500 people are going to talk to me, and 450 people are going to reject me. That is the cost I am paying. Understood? Because I am not satisfied with the 10% growth. 10% growth in any case, even if I don't move from my chair, I am going to get it. I have that kind of credibility on net and LinkedIn and other But if I really want to grow, I have to break the shield. So that tomorrow, when I look at my chart and revenues and growth after 5 years, I should not regret कि यार मैंने उस समय ये इंटरनेशनल कन्वेंशन कर दिया होता तो शायद बेड़ा पार हो गया होता हमारा. So the pain of regret for me is going to be more than the pain now I am taking to do the convention. Understood? The moment this thing is clear in your mind, you are going to do it any case. I'll give you another example which I have done myself. I have seen my mother at the age of 80 being given the insulin injection because her sugar used to be 400, 500. And for me, it was a painful sight. I never used to give it. It was only my wife who used to give it. Okay. And I was a patient of diabetes. I'm still a patient of diabetes. My doctor 1 year back told me, if you don't have your lifestyle improved, I'm going to put you on insulin. Enough. For me, taking the insulin injection for rest of my life, whatever number of years, was more painful than cycling 100 kilometers in 6 months and doing cycling 30 kilometers every day and running 5 kilometers every day. I found this easier than regretting 10 years after कि अगर मैं उस समय भाग लिया होता, एक्सरसाइज कर लिया होता, मैंने डाइट प्लान फॉलो कर लिया होता, I would have been better. So you got to weigh the cost of taking the growth or not taking the growth and regret. I took a call because I didn't want to regret. And I gave it my best shot and I've done it. Even today, I get up at 4 o'clock. साइकिल जाना है नहीं जाना, फ्राइडे को मेरा रेस्ट होता है. But I get up at 4 o'clock. That is the cost I am paying for what? So that I don't regret 5 years after. For every cost, for every growth that I want to take, I have to pay a cost. Today, when I am sitting here with 6 people here in my webinar, workshop, 1 year back, there have been cases where there was only one person attending my webinar, or none at all. 100% rejection. I have seen it. But that is the cost that I am ready to pay for the webinar that I am conducting now. For the course, the program that I have developed now. Nothing comes easy. It is a pain. You got to decide whether you want to bear the pain of regret. If you don't want to do that, you have to bear the pain of cost. You got to decide which is easy. Understood? So, the secret number 3 is this. Cost of my growth and come here. Number 3, please write down. Secret number 3 is cost of growth. Your limiting mindset will always say, बैठे रहो ना यार, किस लिए जाना आपको 10 किलोमीटर रनिंग करने के लिए. Your limiting mindset will not be ready to take this cost of growth. But on the other side, what is the cost of not taking the growth? It will tell you. Cost of not taking the growth. You got to decide. And when you decide, keep this chart in front of you. Whether you want to operate here or you want to operate here, passion and purpose. If you want to operate here, very, very small decision, you don't have to take a decision at all. क्योंकि आपकी सैलरी आएगी, you have to be very happy with that. आप नए कपड़े खरीदेंगे, सिंगापुर पहली बार चले जाएंगे, मजा आ जाएगा, दूसरी बार सिंगापुर जाएंगे, कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Right? This growth leap you have to take, and if you have to take, you got to take into account all the three secrets that I have put. Number one, you have to have a very solid reason why you want to take a growth. Number two, where is your focus? You got to take big decisions like I have taken. I'll be spending 10 lakh rupees on convention. It is going to be a hit or is it going to be a miss? I don't know. But if I don't take this decision, if I don't hold it now, it is going to be a miss in any case. But if I invest 10 lakh rupees and my effort, okay, and I'm ready to take the pain of it, there are 50% chances that it will be a win. Right? So that completes the session that I wanted to take today. Whether you are going to be my client, whether you want to join Growth Mindset program or not, it depends totally on you. So follow this. And if you can follow this, my best wishes with you. Otherwise, come to me. Right? So towards the end of the session, don't think that I'm going to offer you any discount or something, because I don't believe in discounts. You give me 100% of yours and I'm going to give you 100% of mine. That is a deal. No discounts. It is a total transparent thing that I'm offering you and offering to everybody. Right? So another 2 minutes. If you have any doubts, you can